So we are a part of the Hispanic Outreach and Leadership Achievement, for short, HOLA. My name is Diana Pineda, and I am the president of HOLA.
My name is Melanie Russell, and I'm just a member of HOLA.
Okay, so event coming up on the 18th of November, correct?
Yes, we're so excited. So it's Latin night, and we are right now in the works of getting an instructor to come in for an hour and teach us like the basic steps of salsa. And hopefully this is like the beginning of an ongoing monthly event so we can get our skills up and working on that. But yeah, it's something to share our cultural heritage with, but also in like such a fun, engaging, interactive way.
Nice.
Yeah, and that will be, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you good. You can continue.
Okay. I was going to say that will be, yes, November 18th from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. At the Student Union Ballroom A at the Armstrong Center. Or
Okay.
Armstrong Campus, I mean.
Armstrong, yeah, I was
Campus.
saying Armstrong Center. Let's not into Armstrong Center.
Inter Student Union, to clarify, Armstrong Campus.
Okay. So what should students expect? Like, what type of food should they expect? What, like, artists, songs that y'all plan on playing?
Yeah, so we already have a playlist for Ola that has a bunch of salsa and whatnot, and we've been accumulating songs throughout the whole semester on it. So it's just a variety of songs, oldies and new ones as well. Specifically, yes, centered around salsa. But after that 1 hour with the instructor, we're gonna have kind of like a freestyle for the second hour of the event, since it is 2 hours. And that freestyle will have a variety of music, such as like cumbia, bachata, merengue, apart from salsa.
Okay. So you said bachata and then
Yes.
Okay. Do y'all plan on, aren't those dances as well?
Yes, those are all different types of dances from like different areas, specifically the Caribbean, but like cumbia is more Central American, specifically Mexican. But we want to just like make sure we incorporate all cultures as well, specifically around Latin America. And as far as food goes, the galley will be providing the food for us, but we will be having like pupusas, horchata, passion fruit drinks, and then we're also gonna have ceviche and okay, she is for the ceviche, and then empanadas as well. So we're excited for the food, the music, and the dancing, all of it.
I will say with the music, so the reason why I'm here is because I'm a Zumba instructor. So I know a little bit of the basics of pretty much any Latin dance. I know the basics, like basic steps. So I understand your concern about being like, hey, like these are other dances, and you're not really teaching them. You're only teaching them salsa. Salsa is a very basic, one of the more simpler dances that you can learn, and it's one that's also very easy to teach as well. So if you're teaching like a larger crowd, like what we're hoping to get, then doing salsa as a basic class would be great. And I'm pretty sure like if this is going to become a monthly thing, that we're going to change it up and like do a new one, like do one bachata, you do one cumbia, you do one merengue, rumba, like, and like, would that be the plan?
No, yes, that was definitely the plan. That's why we call it Latin night, not just to like centrify it around like a salsa. That's why we didn't call it a salsa night, because we want to incorporate all those different dances. So hopefully we have a variety in that in the next coming semester and forward. Yeah.
Nice. So since they're gonna be learning the dance moves of salsa, what's like the history behind salsa, like the dance?
Yeah. You want to take it? Or I can take it on. So in the late 1800s, when there was like a rift in the songs and it was getting like spicy and like it was just like energetic, people used to call out salsa. And then that kind of just stayed on until it became a genre to itself. And then by the turn of the 20th century, we started seeing like specific salsa, the ones that we hear today in Cuba. That's where it started. So in Cuba, like salsa was a variety of mixtures of different other music genres. So it was like son de cumba, which is a specific genre specifically to Cuba, and then we have like the rhythms of the flamenco from Spain that was incorporated into salsa, and we also have danzón from French and Haiti. So it was just, and also like different beats from the African people that were enslaved in Cuba. So it was a mixture of all that, and that's what makes up the salsa that we hear today. From there, in the early 1960s, 1950s, it moved up all the way to New York when a lot of Cuban immigrants moved up there. And that's where it really was the birth of like the salsa. From then on, it gained popularity and it moved down to Miami. And afterwards, when Cubans couldn't travel as much because of their history, then like Puerto Rico kind of took over and put their mixture in it.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. It's like a whole melting thing of like history, like such rich history into salsa. And the salsa that we hear today is such a mixture of so many Caribbean countries. It's pretty cool.
I will say that the one that we see primarily today is actually called the LA style. I read up on that, and it was really interesting. I actually had no idea that there were different styles.
Yes.
And so when you shared with me like the articles, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that there were different styles. And so with those different styles, it's basically, you still have your same rhythm, you still have pretty much the same structure, except it's you can start at different times. Like instead of starting on the first beat, you start on the second beat. And then it also depends on, so what I've always thought of salsa as a 3-step with a silent 4th step. That's how I've always done my salsa. I didn't realize that it was a full 7-step, and like just the 4th was quiet. And I never knew that. And so like that's also a part of it where with each style they do incorporate different things, because it's not just movements, it's also what they do with the beats as well.
Yeah. So like Lainey said, we do mainly LA style, but there's like the Cuban style, the Puerto Rican style, the Ruedo style, the solo style if you're dancing solo. So there's a bunch of different styles to learn from. And at that, while you're dancing salsa, you could do some math and see which beat you need to start on.
I'm a dancer, so I'm so used to like counting my beats, and I'm like, okay, 1, 2, like it's automatic for me to count my beats, but for other people, I don't know. But,
and usually the simpler salsa is when you step forward and you step back with your partner. Usually, traditionally, the man leading. And so it's like 1, 2, 3, and then that silent, and then 5, 6, 7. So it's 1, 2, 3 forward, that silent step, and then backwards 5, 6, 7, and you move forward like that.
Wow, I learned so much. I took Spanish class. I know they have.
Are you coming? So you coming, right? So we're gonna dance on salsa.
Girl, I can't make it. I wish I could go. It sounds like it's
I got you.
But I think that's all the questions that I have. Thank you for explaining everything so well.
Cool, no problem. Like honestly, this is really fun because I shared with Lainey like some articles, but I also want, because I'm such a history buff, I like read those articles, and it's pretty cool just to see where it all originated and how now it's come to this night on November 18th, just for us.